Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, ODM party held their NDC at Jamhuri Grounds in Nairobi, and they hosted close to 6,000 delegates across the country. Now, when you hear of 6,000, that is not a small number. You have a huge number of people gathered somewhere. Kama ile stadium unasikia wanataka kujenga hapa Kidundu, ama zile ndogo umesikia wakijenga kama Bukungu and all. It's like more than half of that field umejaza watu. Na sio watu wa Nairobi. Wametoka maeneo mbalimbali for the delegate convention. Standard newspaper, the Sunday Standard newspaper, has highlighted on the expenditure of that delegate convention, and it is emerging that the party spent to a tune of 100 million Kenyan shillings in order to facilitate the delegate convention. That means from the preparation of the ground, facilitation of the people, meals and all that for this event. Just one event, you are spending 100 million. Look at that. Now, this is what has been shared. For a party struggling financially, ODM ferried over 6,000 delegates to the city, where each of them pocketed, now listen to this, 10,000. The mega Jambore was full of pomp and color, complete with the red carpet. An insider revealed how State House bankrolled the spacious National Delegates Convention that was choreographed to kick out party rebel and install officials friendly to the ruling UDA party and President William Ruto. So the main agenda here was to kick out rebels. Who are these rebels? The rebels are the Linda Mwananchi group, where Sifuna, Osoti, Orengo, Babu Owino, Caleb Amis, and the rest belong. They were not allowed to attend this NDC. So, Osoti, being a deputy party leader, was not even allowed. Now, when you read this story, you get to know that there's a lot of issues that really happened there, and it's like people were really paid heavily to attend this NDC with a specific goal. We are being told that delegates who came from Nyanza region, each was receiving 25,000 Kenyan shillings for facilitation, meals, and something you get back home with. Those from other regions, umetoka Western, umetoka Rift Valley, umetoka Mount Kenya, umetoka Coast region, they were getting 30,000 Kenyan shillings, again for facilitation, meals and all that. Delegates based in Nairobi, they were getting 4,000. Most reportedly pocketed 10,000. Hawa wametoka karibu, mambo ya transport nani iko within. Na huko nadhani ndio wametoka wengi. Most of them 10,000. Some, yani labda huku alikwa lakini umejipata tu uko pale 4,000. Ulialikwa kabisa kwa mwaliko 10,000. All the reason, the funding intended to install leaders friendly to President William Ruto and his UDA party. and make sure that you are sidelining the other team. So questions are being raised about the political legacy built by the late Raila Amolo Odinga through sweat and blood. Now it's being compromised for financial and strategic gain by a few individuals within the party. Now, when I hear of people being paid 30, 10, 4, 25,000, it reminds me of the last ANC delegate meeting that was held in Nairobi before the dissolution of the party. ANC had such a huge meeting where now they resolved to dissolve the party and join UDM. I was told from insiders that mtu tu wa kawaida mwenye alienda kwa hiyo meeting, mtu tu wa kawaida ulikuwa unapata 7,000. Kuna wale walikuwa wanapata 30, 20, 50, including even 100,000, depending on your position. Then the party was dissolved. I see the same game being applied in the ODM party. Ruto cannot spend for nothing. He must have something that is gaining from every expenditure that he is making. So this is just but the beginning of the selling of the ODM party. Mnaona mahali tunaona chama kama Ford Kenya, mahali kilipo na KANU. Hiyo ndio shimo ODM kupitia kwa uongozi ambao wako nao wameanza kuchimba. They are heading into a political oblivion. And time will tell. For this next election, they might stand, but not as same as it was in 2022. If they have 80 members of parliament, in the next election, they might have 40 or 50. Or even 30. Hii number inaenda kureduce. Why am I saying so? When you are compromising ODM party, there is somehow, you may attend, you know what you are gaining there. The issue of now new leadership, I'm going to talk about it and how Ruto has made sure that some regions have been sidelining this leadership, which will raise serious questions about how ODM will survive with the new leadership that have been installed. I don't think if ODM will gain the number they have been getting in Western, there's not any other political party that has had huge numbers in Western region than ODM party. Tell me how ODM will maintain those numbers. Hakuna. You go to coast, it's going to be a battleground. So it will be largely be a Nyanza regional political party. The other regions, Ruto anakuja kuvamia. That is why he's investing heavily in these ODM things to make sure that ako na watu wenye ni wakuraba stamp tu mambo ya President William Ruto. But you know behind the scene how he will finish this party. So I can say that ODM was leading itself into a slaughterhouse. No one will spend millions of money to facilitate a thing that he is sure that there is nothing is gaining directly. The aim of this money is to entice this party, and at the time they will discover already, it will have been teared into pieces. To an extent, it will be very hard to gather those pieces together and have a similar ODM party that we knew. So a party that was built on sweat and blood by the late Raila Amolo Odinga is being destroyed for strategic personal gains of few individuals within that party. If you cannot fund your own programs, someone else is funding, who is not even a member of your party, you must think twice. So hii chama, siku ya Friday last week, at Jamhuri grounds, it was sold to President William Ruto, in my view. As simple as that.